G'day mate, and welcome to Factorio with me, JD. The mod I've actually chosen to look at this week is Max Rate Calculator. Now, I have to admit, I'm actually surprised I've never actually done a video on this mod, because I've been using this mod pretty much religiously since I first saw it. So, Max Rate Calculator, it does the same thing like Hellmod and a lot of other mods do that I've seen a lot of other people use, but Max Rate Calculator seems to be a little bit of a forgotten, underutilized mod. So, couple of things. It does come in the interface down here, so we can actually add it to our let's turn off row reports and turn on that button instead. So we can actually click it down here straight off the shortcut bar and highlight over things. And what it actually does is it calculates the input and the output for all the selected machines. So I actually use this quite often when I'm going through and looking at people's different bases, or even when I'm just covering different mods. I'll actually bring up this make sure I install Max Rate Calculator as well, and bring it up and just check people's builds over to make sure that they have the throughput there, the right length. It especially really helps on when you're using like new mod packs where you just don't understand the ratios and that sort of stuff. You can sit there and math it all out bit by bit, which is something that I used to do and I used to be really good at. But I got to admit, I'm lazy, and this is a much better way of doing things. So I can see that I'm using red belt here. I've got red belt input. If I run this over a one smelter block, I can see it takes 30 ore in and puts 30 plate out. If I pick a build, green circuits. We've got a green circuit build here. That's a belt in, so it's taking a belt of copper in, a belt of iron in, and has several belts of green circuits out. If I run it over, it should say, hey, you need, what's that, 88, so that's 2 blue belts, or if I actually change it over here to express belts, it's 1.956 express belts of iron in, and the same for copper, and it should produce 2.738 express belts out. If I go back to fast transport belt, because that's actually what we're outputting, should put out 4.1 belts. And I can straight away say, JD, because this is my save, you don't have enough belts here to have this output. Your build's bad. Your build's broken. At the same time, I can also say, hey, I'm not getting enough copper cable into these machines. It's physically not possible. I actually have not enough machines to keep this up and running. Same applies for ammo. Let's just run it over this set again. I can say, hey, I need to bring per second 15 iron in. We're bringing in 30. That's good. We need to bring in 18 copper. We're bringing in 30. That's good. We need to bring in 3 steel. Half of red belt is more than 3 steel per second. And my ratio for yellow ammo to red ammo is perfect. So good job, JD. It does not do minors. That is one thing that I'd like to see added to the mod, that it actually calculated minors as well. But it's a beautiful little mod for just checking on simple things. You want to know how many lasers you can make per second? Just bring the mod up, say, hey, I can make on this particular build 0.35 lasers per second, or 22.5 per minute, or hang on. A burner inserter, I'd need 0.2 of a burner inserter to output that amount. Or 2.8 burner inserters to output the pipes fast enough to keep up with these machines, these 2 machines. So the inserter one's a little bit different, but if I go to a fast inserter, I only need 0.3 of an inserter, so one inserter is more than enough to keep up with this one machine, both on the input and on the output. So there you go. It does, as I say, come with this interface. It also has a calculator built straight into it. So if we click this button here, I can actually get a calculator. So I can do maths on the screen for you guys, or in the case of you guys at home, you can actually do maths rather than trying to find your phone, find an actual real calculator to do the maths. Or open up Windows and load up the crappy calculator that comes with Windows. Do it also all inside Factorio now. On top of that, it does come with no mod options whatsoever, which is great. It just works. But it does come with a controls and max rate calculator selection tool. It comes default set to Control N. I like Control N. It's something that I've just learned. It's right beside Control B for blueprint. And yeah, Control B to open up your blueprints. Control N to put the little icon in your hand to just use it. It costs you absolutely nothing, and I can do things like say, hey, look, your solar and accumulator is built to ratio. Thing is, you need more solar panels than accumulators, so solar panel build should be slightly longer. Just saying, JD, you need to go look at your ratios. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this mod. I will say, from previous experience, that if you... nope! That little bug has been fixed. Anyway, so that's it for this mod. As always, if you like the mod highlight, by all means, click the like button, tell your friends. I highly recommend this one. As I said, since I first found out about it, probably at least a year ago, it's part of every single game I do. It's part of every single community map I do. It's a mod that I've just fallen in love with. It has become part of my fundamental Factorio experience. As always, if you like seeing mod highlights like this, by all means, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys for the next mod highlight. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.